What a handful, kinfolk. You are now attuned to Ambition Radio here on WDRB Radio, and I'm your host, Apolow Goldie. Thank y'all for tuning in. And on today's show, we're going to talk about R&B, that rhythm and blues. You know, something that always you can vibe to no matter what's going on. And how it isn't just really the same no more. We're also going to talk about what does it mean to be ambitious and how to be ambitious during this pandemic. So let's get into it. R&B is probably one of the most long-running genres, from whatever time it started till now. But when it started, it just had that vibe. Like, it came from heartfelt pain. Everything was like on a guitar or piano. You had a group that was singing. You had one dude that was the main dude singing. You had background singers. But you felt everybody and that pain. Everybody felt the pain when they sang. And it's like now, it's not there. It's like everything's just watered down. We heard groups like the Isley Brothers, the Stylistics, the Commodores, Barry White, Marvin Gaye, the list goes on. When these people sang, you felt it in your bones. You felt it in your spirit. And it's like nowadays you can feel it, but you can feel it to an extent. Cause it's like R&B artists are trying to be rappers, which there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like we want that vibe. We want that scene. We want you to sing. We want you to set a scene for us. We want you to feel that pain. That girl that broke your heart, that dude that broke your heart. We want to feel that. And to me personally, I feel like it's not there in some artists. I'm going to name to some of the artists that I listen to that I really like. And first is we have my guy, Barry White. Barry White, I got put on to him at a young age. My pops used to listen to Barry White, all the time. To the point where I grew up, I'm always bumping Barry White. Everybody that's around me know, he loves some Barry White. Like, I want to sample some Barry White and make a hot song with it. But I want it to be the right song and do it the right way. And Barry White's whole catalog is just fire. It's dope. You can't argue with me with that. His whole catalog is fire. This man was called the Love Buddha. This man, he pretty much was like the first big dude singing. I'm talking about not just that high pitch. I'm talking about he had a low voice, a low tone, but he freaked with it. He went crazy with it. He sold a lot. He did a lot. And I felt Barry's pain when he was singing. Barry White talked like a pimp. He said, practice what you preach. He said, I can't get enough of love, your love, baby. I can't get enough of yours. He said so much. He gave out a game, but he was talking slick. He was singing. There's not too many people that can sing like Barry White was singing. He sang with that low tone, that low voice, but it aroused crowds, made people go crazy, made people love him. Like I said, his whole catalog is just fire. Now, don't get me wrong, I can't name you all his albums. I really can't, but I can name you his most popular songs, the songs that I love. One of my favorites, In Your Mix. I'm trying to get caught up in your mix. He basically say, like, girl, I'm trying to get next to you. I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to get to know what's going on with you. I'm trying to get caught up in your mix. That's what he was saying to us. That's what he was he was telling the girl, like, girl, I want to get up in your mix. And I felt that. I felt what Barry was saying. I felt that, dog. Like, real talk. And we're going to go into the new generation. LMA. Now, some of y'all know LMA from Boo'd Up. That's when I met her too. When I heard Boo'd Up, like, LMA had some of the most hood, gangster, whatever dudes singing Boo'd Up. Like, it was a vibe. It was a bop. You felt it. Like, you feel it in your spirit. She came with Boo. Then she came with Trip. had dudes like I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be in the car singing, tripping. I had to catch myself sometimes, but it's a vibe. She make you feel what she is saying. She make you feel it, and that's what we need. We need more of that now. I need to feel what you saying. I need to know it's real. A lot of people, they're not telling the truth in their rhymes. A lot of people not writing their rhymes or they songs. And I pray she is. Even if she isn't, I'm gonna let her slide with this one. But the whole self-entitled album, Ella May, was dope. She had Shot Clock. I'm talking about like she made a song about shot clock, about a shot clock, and it was fire. It was dope. Like I can't wait for more music to drop from her. Like she took a little break, I guess. She just dropped a song with Usher. It's Usher's song, but she featured on it. But I thought it was dope. Like Ella May bringing that vibe, like them '90s vibes, and she from the UK. She's from the UK, coming over here giving me y'all vibes like that. There ain't no diss to the UK. UK got some vibes, like they be bringing the vibes. Drake done put y'all on some of them too. But I really like Ella May. I think she's dope. And then we're gonna go to one of my all-time favorites, Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye was another one, just like Barry White. Slick with the talk, but he kept it real. He told the girl how he felt. You know the songs that you hear. He was real with it. That's why I rock with Marvin Gaye. Like, I would love to do a song with Marvin Gaye. I think that would be dope. Like, I feel like that'll really be dope. A song with Marvin Gaye, that'd be a classic. That'd be a classic. And who was it that sampled? It was Eric Sermon. He sampled, I forgot what song it was. I forgot the name. What's the name? Basically, it was just like music. But talking about that as a classic to this day. You put that song on, everybody's going to know that song. Like, that's the type of R&B we need back. Like, if anybody, like, people can sample your songs and you're an R&B artist, we need that. We need that now. Like, some of these R&B artists, I feel like we're not going to be able to sample in the coming years. Like, a lot of these R&B artists from, I say, probably like mid-2000s to back on as the 80s, we're sampling today. Like, if your music is good enough to sample years later, then you've done your job as an artist. Like, I feel like a lot of these artists now want, and that's just my opinion. I want to let y'all know that's just my opinion. I feel like a lot of artists won't be sampled, later on. And all of these are just, they're not all my choices. These are just like top 5 that I've picked, or 4. The last one is someone that my homies put me on to, Brent Fayez. I may have said his last name wrong, but he's dope. He gives me like 6, I'm about to say his name wrong. He gives me Black vibes. Even though who Black is, like they give me the same vibes. These dudes these look like some real hood dudes, but they give you the most emotional song till you feel it to your core, to your spirit, deep down in your spirit. Like, these are some real dudes, but they come out here and just sing to you. Like, not directly to you, but, to the audience. And they giving these fire tracks, dog. Like, I haven't even heard all of Brent Fayez. I just heard a couple songs that people have turned me on to. I think he's just dope, man. Like, him, Black, it's a lot of artists, man. It's some artists that are bringing that vibe back, that old school R&B vibe. Nothing would ever top the originals. Like back in the day when we were younger. Like, we won't really find those vibes again. You may find it every now and then, but it's like a drop in the hat. You're not gonna always find that. But now we're gonna get into our what does it mean to be ambitious segment. So what it means to be ambitious is to really go after what you want in life, to go after it with your whole heart. Like really deep dive, go after it, put your all into it. No matter what's going on. That's what it means to be ambitious. Like a lot of us have dreams and goals, things that we want to do in life. Some people will do it, some people won't. Everybody doesn't have that ambitious spirit, that tenacity to really go after it, you know. But this time right here is probably the best time because the world has come to a stop for us. The Creator literally has given us time to get our heads right, our minds right, to just sit, And if you don't use this time correctly, then you just wasted time, And that brings me to my next point: how to be ambitious during this time. Some of us aren't working; we don't have jobs. Sit at home, read a book. Find a new hobby, find something that you love, pick up something that you could eventually turn into a business, something that could carry on for the rest of your life and eventually create generational wealth. And this is not everybody, because I know everybody doesn't think the same way, but just for those people who are wondering, dang, what could I do during this time? First of all, pick up a book, research, find things to do that's creative. Turn your creative mind or whatever you come up with, turn it into a business idea. Come up with a business plan. And after this, some of you may not have to go back to work. You can find what it is you want to do and turn that into your business. That becomes your work. Like a lot of us are unhappy with our jobs. We go to work every day and we're unhappy. I can admit, because I've been working a job that I'm not happy with at all. But the thing is, I'm quitting that job soon because I realize that now is the time to go after what you want. That's what also this show is about, ambition. Like, I'm bringing out the vibes, the music, but not just music. Bringing actors, different people of the entertainment world, different business people with different business brands, whatever. I'm gonna bring them in so y'all can get that idea sparked, learn from them. I also learn from them. But that's what ambition is about, man. Just going after fully what it is you want to do in life. Never stopping. Just putting your all into it. I learned a lot, what I've known through my OG 11. Like, every time I go to a studio session, man, he always put me up on game. He's saying, "Look, bro, I think you should do this like this. I think you should do this like that. Hey, little brother, I think you should stop worrying about this and put more effort into this." Every time I go there for music, but I come out with something different. You gotta keep people around you that's ambitious, that's really going after what they want. Because if you hang around people who are not ambitious or don't have drive to do anything, you'll become just like them. A lot of those people will be in the same spot they in 10 years from now, 20 years from now. You got the choice. And I'm not just speaking to y'all, speaking to myself as well, because people act like we don't have time. People say we don't have time. Well, time is all you have. Like 24 hours is a long time. You could do a lot of 24 hours. A lot of the times we spend 8 of those 24 at a job. Sometimes 10 or 11 at a job. But when you come home from that job, you have the choice. You have the choice. Do I want to work on myself to better myself, to be where I want to be years from now? Come home, rest, just chill, be tired, not do what I need to do in life. You got that choice. You have that choice. Every single day you wake up, you have a choice. Do I do what I did yesterday or do differently today to make tomorrow better than today? You have that choice. So I encourage everybody, man, to get out here, find what it is you love, what it is you want to do. Pick up a new hobby, turn it into a business, Turn it into multiple businesses. Create multiple incomes for yourself. I encourage y'all to do that, man. And before we get out of here, man, I'm going to leave y'all with what's hot in the crock pot this week. And what's hot in the crock pot this week is jerk salmon. You heard that right. Jerk salmon with sweet potatoes and asparagus. To see how I made that, head over to my YouTube, Cooking with the King. That's KOOKINGWITHKANG. Also, same thing for the Instagram. Head over there. See all the food that I make. If you want to see me make something new or whatever, comment, hit me up, inbox me. But thank y'all for tuning in.